isometric. In this position where you're using a cable stack, you can certainly use a resistance band. Most cable stacks are going to be pretty heavy unless you have one of the small increment cable stacks. And then the other thing to be aware of is your anchor attachment. So if I'm laying on my back, when I get set up, I want the cable stack to be, or whatever my anchor is, even if I'm using a resistance band, I want it to be perpendicular to my shoulder. And then if my hands are completely locked out, the hardest anchor position is having the cable directly at the same height, or the band at the same height anchored to the pole as my hands. If I want to make it a little bit easier, I can lower down my attachment site to the lower position, and it will help reduce the load through your midsection and your hips. So if you don't have access to a resistance band and you only have a cable stack, put the cable stack all the way at the bottom when you go to anchor. So what you're trying to do is you're doing the isometric Pallof hold here. We're going to bridge up, march, march, and if you need to go back down to help reset, to kind of feel the ground, keep your back neutral, you can certainly do that, but you're still holding the Pallof the whole time. So if it needs to be bridge, march, march, back down, that's fine. You can also bridge up, hold, and go through a marching motion while holding the Pallof. So if you're going for time, you'll do whatever the time is prescribed, or if you're going for reps, 1, 1, 2, 2 to reach the desired reps. And then you have to flip around and go the opposite way to hit the opposite side. And what we're doing is we're integrating an anti-rotation drill into your hips to try to sink kind of what we call some of your muscular slings. It's just another way to kind of load the hips and introduce some rotation into the hips that you're trying to resist.